Hey everybody, it's Luke with Clawson Motorsports Service Department. I got asked to come out and talk to you guys a little bit about tire safety because obviously teaching with the California Motorcycle Safety Program, Valley Motorcycle Training. Tires is the #1 thing we address, whether we're on regular street use or out at the track or even at the training facilities. As you can see in front of me today, I've got a really old used tire and then a brand new tire. Obviously, we're going to talk about tire tread depth, but first things we want to get into, as a rider out there, it is your responsibility. #1 thing that'll make you night and day safer on the road is checking your tire pressures. So as we get into checking our tire pressures, it's pretty basic, but we do get a misconception a lot of times out there. I have a lot of customers that will come through the service department and say, hey, I set my tire pressures to what's on the side of the tire and the vehicle, motorcycle doesn't ride very well. We always want to make sure that you guys are going to the right place to find the correct tire pressure that's recommended by the manufacturer. Usually you'll see a sticker on the frame, but if not, consult your owner's manual, your service guide, or even just give us a call at the service department. We'll gladly help you out there and let you know, because tire pressures make a world of difference. Not just in handling, but how the tire will age and wear. If you're constantly riding on a low tire pressure, you're gonna experience premature wear, heavy cupping, which can result in poor handling and just overall not a good ride quality even. So make sure, we do recommend, check your tire pressures before every ride, because you don't know, maybe you picked up a puncture on the way home last night and in the morning it doesn't look that bad, but it could be catastrophic. Ambient air temperatures can affect tire pressures. So always make sure to check your tire pressures on the cold mark before you do any riding. That's what the manufacturer wants you to do, not after you've been riding 3 hours and then you check them again. Pressures will obviously go up, but set them cold. So always be safe, check your tire pressures. We also wanted to get into what's the right tire for the right, what type of riding we're doing. Most of us here at the service department, we're gonna sell you streetable tires that are DOT compliant. If there is something special, guess what? We can help you out with that too if it's for a track day coming up or your extra set of wheels for the track. A lot of my enduro dual sport guys, we have different recommendations. We can have street tires, we can have knobby dirt tires. Come in, talk to the guys at the parts counter, talk to us in the service department, be happy to help you out. Make sure that we're getting you the right setup for what you're doing out on the road or off-road. We get tons of questions about tire age. So first things first, there is a date code on the sidewall of the tire. Usually it signifies the week of the year that the tire was produced and then actually the year. So if it says 10/19, that means in October of 2019, that tire was manufactured and produced. Typically when we talk about age 2, any street tire or tire in general, even for off-road use, you don't want a tire that's more than 5 years old. That's kind of the max in the world. Even in our street program, we talk about even replacing tires every 2 to 3 years. Because guess what? Tires do oxidize as well. What does that actually mean? That means as this tire aged, it got harder and less pliable. A new tire, once it starts getting its first heat cycle, the first time you take it out, that's about as sticky as it's gonna be. From there on out, the tire starts to degrade in its use. Most manufacturers spend a lot of research and development bucks to making sure that the tires are gonna last as long as they can and get you the most bang for your buck. We're here to help, once again, guide you in purchasing the right tire for the right application, right, what you're gonna be doing with the bike. But be mindful of that. If you're riding on tires that are 6, 7, 8, 10 years old, they're dry rotting, they're cracking. Remember, we're not in our cars. It's not 4 wheels touching the ground, it's just 2. Tires make a world of difference at keeping you safe, especially as we encounter weather, our first rains of the season, it's colder, things like that. When we talk about that date stamp, there's a couple other tricks on the tires that can help you out. If you're not sure where to look, you're like, oh man, obviously this tire has a nice big flat spot on the front, but the wear bars are indicated. There's markers on the sides of the tires, and Dunlop does a great job. They put a little triangle, signifies on the sidewall exactly where the wear bar is to look. And basically, if that wear bar is even with the tread depth, you're out of tread. It's time to replace that tire. You're at minimum discard thickness, so it's time to put a new tire on. Once again, anything there that you don't understand, give us a call, stop on in, be happy to make sure you're safe and check out your tires. We also get into the subject of cost versus name brand, non-name brand, quality, right? Not all tires are created equal. So, with that being said, if you're not too sure, you've done some research online, on our website, come on in, give us a call yet again. Some tires, yeah, may be a little bit cheaper, but they're not gonna last as long. The compounds are different. There's all kinds of factors that come in there. Maybe some are on sale, some aren't. Don't let price always affect your purchasing options, but definitely take it into consideration. If you can find a tire out there for 50 bucks, maybe do some research and see How long does it really last? What are customer reviews? Or once again, come in and talk to us. Last, I want to get into different tires provide different types of experience. I speak from the Harley world, big cruiser tires, harder compounds typically down the center because I'm going longer distances straight. But when I go to the track or I've been on other track bikes, definitely want a softer compound. And with that being said, tires probably not going to last as long. So be mindful of those things as well. Once again, tires, as insignificant as they may seem, are one of the biggest factors at keeping you safe out on the road and giving you the best ride. Any questions, concerns, don't hesitate, give us a call. Be happy to guide you through any type of questions about a purchase or expenses. But stay safe, come and see us, Clawson Motorsports, ride some more.